sensation, like you're being watched, but you're completely alone. Listen carefully, because tonight, the whispers are coming from inside the walls. Emily Morgan moved into the old Victorian mansion on a gloomy October day. She had just finalized a divorce, craving solitude, peace, and a fresh start. The towering house, draped in shadows of ancient oak trees, seemed like the perfect sanctuary. It stood proudly at the edge of a forgotten town, isolated yet beautifully enigmatic. The realtor had hesitated, handing over the keys, her eyes darting nervously. "You know about the whispers, right?" she asked softly. Emily laughed it off, attributing it to silly town superstitions. Yet, as she stepped into the echoing foyer, an inexplicable chill brushed her skin. Days passed, and the house revealed its peculiarities. Creaking floors, cold drafts, flickering lights, harmless quirks, Emily rationalized. But then, the whispers began. It started faintly, like leaves rustling or soft breaths through cracks in the wood. Emily dismissed it initially as imagination, stress-induced paranoia. However, each night, the whispers grew louder, clearer, always unintelligible yet deeply unsettling. One restless midnight, driven by a relentless insomnia, Emily pressed her ear against the wall. The murmuring intensified, clear enough to discern distinct voices. Her heartbeat quickened. She tore away wallpaper, exposing faded plaster beneath. Her eyes widened in horror as words scratched deeply into the wall were revealed, "Let US out." Terrified yet intrigued, Emily began researching the mansion's past. It turned out, a century earlier, the house belonged to Dr. Elias Greer, a physician infamous for his unethical experiments. Stories whispered through generations about his obsession with life beyond death, his desperate attempts to trap souls within physical boundaries. Digging deeper, Emily found an old photograph in the local archives, Greer standing proudly outside her mansion. Behind him, shadowed faces appeared in the upper windows, ghostly, anguished expressions frozen in torment. Night after night, the whispers became pleas, sobs, screams echoing throughout the house. Emily's sanity frayed like tattered cloth. Her dreams filled with ghostly figures begging her to release them. One stormy evening, lightning illuminated the attic door, locked since Emily's arrival. Gathering courage, flashlight trembling in hand, she climbed the creaking stairs. The lock shattered under one determined kick. The attic air was stale, heavy with the scent of decay. Her flashlight swept across the room, revealing grotesque sketches, medical tools rusted and blood-stained, and an old diary. Shivering, Emily opened it. March 12, 1893. My experiments progress, yet subjects resist confinement. They whisper to me nightly. Souls do not wish to be trapped. The final entry chilled her blood. April 3rd, 1893. They are coming for me. Tonight, I join them within these walls. Realization struck Emily like a cold blade. Greer himself was trapped, now whispering alongside his victims. Panicking, she spun around to flee, only to find the attic door slammed shut. Scratching noises erupted around her, walls trembling, voices now screaming in desperation. "Free us, Emily. Let us go." Her fear morphed into resolve. She knew what needed to be done. Descending rapidly to the basement, she found the ancient furnace. Gathering Greer's diaries and notes, she ignited a fierce blaze, determined to break the curse by destroying his works. Flames roared, devouring the last remnants of Greer's dark legacy. But as fire consumed the pages, a horrific realization dawned. A figure emerged from the shadows, Dr. Greer, ghastly pale, eyes hollow yet blazing with malevolence. "You freed them," he hissed, stepping closer, "but who will free you?" Emily screamed as shadows enveloped her. Darkness claimed her consciousness. She awoke to silence. Dazed, she climbed upstairs. The mansion felt empty, peaceful at last. But as she glanced into a cracked mirror, horror froze her heart. Behind her reflection, trapped within the wall, stood her own anguished face, silently whispering, "Let me out." Beware when the whispers call. They might be desperate for freedom, or desperate to take yours. If you survive tonight's chilling tale, hit subscribe, because the darkness on the horizon of fears is only just beginning.